Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a how-to video, how to do clear ombre nails with 3D flowers. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that 3D flowers are not my thing, but this nail set or this nail came out so cute, and I cannot wait to keep trying 3D flowers because they're so beautiful at the end. But it's just me that doesn't do them beautifully, but they honestly are really fun to do, even though I get frustrated. And so that is what we're gonna be trying to do today. I found this nail set on Pinterest and I was like, I gotta do a how-to video because this is something super unique, and it's something that is not necessarily easy, but it's on like the easier side. And it's just gorgeous. It'll be gorgeous for a full set, for you to practice, and yeah. So all products are linked down below in the description box, but I am using Not Polish's Obsessed acrylic along with the clear acrylic. The nail tips that I'm using today are Crafts by 9 3XL Coffin No C curve tips, and the acrylic brush is from Not Polish. The monomer that I'm pairing it with is from Kiara's Sky, and I'm really taking my time when it comes to this clear because it is going to be shown. There's nothing going to be on top, there's no color going to be covering it, so it has to be as flawless as possible. And so that is really why I'm working with the acrylic. Not Polish clear is one of the clearest I have ever used, and so I definitely recommend you using that one. It's super easy to work with, and the more you work with it, like if there's any bubbles, they start to disappear. Basically, they start to not be shown. So you just got to really work with the acrylic, and I always say to work with a runnier bead because that is what causes less acrylics. I'm not saying go like super wet bead, but more on the wet bead side versus dry. And then I kept it in real time so you guys saw exactly how I was working with it to kind of make any bubbles that I had seen disappear, because when we put the top coat, it is all going to be shown. If you were to leave it matte, yeah, you can't really see it, but you still want to get rid of them regardless, even if it's matte or not, because you never know. Maybe your client comes in for a fill and the next time she wants a top coat, and then you can see through the nail, and it's, you know, we want to make it as clean as possible always, regardless if they're gonna get a fill or not. You always want your best work to come forward, and so that is why you need to really take your time and really master your liquid to powder ratio so that these things don't happen and that you're able to produce a flawless nail. Look at how seamless that acrylic blend ombre was. These colors together go perfectly. I believe this is also a glow-in-the-dark acrylic from Not Polish, the nude. It's called Obsessed. Any acrylic from the Not Polish line that has a G at the beginning, it's glow. And I didn't know that like in the beginning. I found that out much later. So I was just showing you the ombre because I was so proud of it. Make sure to use a wetter bead too for the nude because you want it to blend flawlessly. And then if you go a little bit too far down and you want your ombre to be up a little bit higher, you just swipe your acrylic brush from left to right on the nail and you take off any excess product. Here we are with a 3D flower. Now, like I said, I have been loving like those chunky flower or chunky 3D flowers. So meaning that you just basically let your acrylic dry before you even start working with it. You let it dry as much as possible where you still have enough time to make that 3D flower, but it's basically already dry, so you're not gonna have a flat 3D flower, if that makes any sense. Any like flowers that I did in the past, I always worked way too fast. I got too anxious like too soon with it, and I'm like, oh my god, what if it starts to dry? And all of my flowers would look different, or all of my petals would. So that is why I decided to really take my time with this one, and please ignore my hot Cheeto fingers. But yeah, I'm obsessed. And the 3D brush that I'm using is available on my website. It is amazing. I love using it. And the only thing that I would say from this nail that kind of bugged me, I always have something to say about my nails because they're never like perfect, and I always want to share them with you guys so you guys don't make the same mistake, is that I got so into doing this nail that I ended up doing 6 petals instead of 5. And I was initially going for 5 petals. Like in the beginning, in my head, I was like, I'm gonna do 5 petals. I'm gonna do 5 3D petals. And I ended up doing 6, meaning that in my head, when I wanted the 5 petals, I already kind of had them envisioned in my mind where they were gonna go. But there was enough gap, like I didn't envision it correctly because there was enough space to where it, when I finished the 5 petals, it didn't look right. So I needed another petal to kind of use up the space that was in between the last 2 petals. And I had to go in with the 6th petal, and I went in with too big of a petal, so it kind of ruined the 3D flower, if I can say that. It still looked really nice, but 5 petals, it would have looked amazing. This 3rd petal is where I started messing up, you guys, because I just put it too close. I should have put it a little bit more down and then mirrored that on the other side so that 5 petals were fitting and it was gonna be perfect, and I would have been so happy, and I probably would have given this nail a 10 out of 10 because I was so proud of myself. But I didn't. I ended up doing 6 petals, and you guys will see. And it kind of looks off, but if you don't, just hyper focus on it. I just definitely wanted to let you guys know, so you guys know what I made my mistakes on, and so you guys don't do the same thing. Unless you're trying to go for the 6 petal look, then that's completely up to you, but I definitely think that it would have looked better with 5 petals only. So yeah, this chocolate color is absolutely gorgeous. I did not add anything to my monomer. I just kept my monomer at the regular consistency because I know you can add to make your petals dry faster and stuff, but it's so hot in my nail room that I really didn't need it. It gave me enough time, and I feel like if I would have added anything to my monomer to make it dry faster, it just would have dried way too fast for me because it's already drying fast as it is because of the weather. So this was perfect. So yeah, you guys, keep watching the rest of the video. I basically just end up doing the 6 petals, and I go in with my glossy no wipe gel top coat. I hope you guys enjoyed today's how-to video. Always feel free to message me on my Instagram with any Pinterest inspo that you want to see me do, or any how-to videos you guys would like to see me do. Subscribe to my channel, like, comment, turn on your post notifications to get notified every time I post a new video. And thank you guys so much for watching yet another video on my YouTube channel. Bye guys.